Hey Headbangers, estamos a punto de entrar a una pequeña entrevista con una gran banda que vamos a ver el día de hoy presentarse junto con Tool, que de hecho los están acompañando en toda su gira. Esta banda es, por supuesto, 7 Hours After Violet, y Josh y Morgoth nos regalaron un par de minutitos para poder platicar con ellos sobre este gran proyecto que si no conoces, neta tienes que escuchar. Este fin de semana es un fin de semana espectacular en la Ciudad de México. Nos fuimos ayer a ver a Slaughter to Prevail, hoy vamos a ver a 7 Hours After Violet y Tool en la noche, y está la posibilidad también de ver mañana a Sepultura. Así que todo se conjuntó para que este fin de semana fuera espectacular, y esta entrevista vino a cerrar con broche de oro. Así que te dejo lo que platicamos con ellos. Guys, I need to know, 7 Hours After Violet, where does it come from? The gather, how happened, from who was the main idea?
Oh, okay.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, so me and Shavo decided to start writing music together. Initially, we started to write for other artists. I'm a music producer, so I write music for lots of different bands and lots of different artists. So I just write lots of music all the time, and then I show them when I have sessions with them. So we were just going to write songs for that. And we started writing, and I was like, I don't think I can show this to any bands because I feel like this has such a uniquely, system has such an instantly recognizable sound that him and the guys have developed. So all his riffs and stuff sounded so much like that, just to give it a more live feel, you know, which you hear on the record. And then I was producing Taylor's other band's album, Left to Suffer. And Shavo and I were looking for someone younger who could do really heavy vocals but also sing really well. And in doing the Left to Suffer record, I was like, would be perfect because my friend Taylor here is incredible at both. And I wanted another guitar player in the band, so I wanted someone who was really good at singing and really good at playing, and Alejandro is the best musician I know. So I took a shot and was like, do you want to do this? You know, you'd be the singer and you'd play guitar, and he wanted to be in a heavy band. I know a lot of his fans know him for his singer-songwritery, acoustic, and piano stuff, but he's also very into hardcore, very into metal. So it just kind of came together like that. I just tried to assemble like a super group, you know?
Oh, one thing that you just told me, that you were writing and why you take the risk with album in these times that it's everything so fast? Why?
Well, we started releasing singles about 6 months or so before the album, so we had like 3 singles and with music videos out before. We want the band to have a vibe, you know, where I know that a lot of times in today's day and age you just do single, see if it works, single, see if it works, single, see if it works, and that's great for a lot of artists, and I do that a lot, and I encourage that to a lot of artists constantly. But for this specific project, we wanted to just come out of the gate with a strong body of work just instantly, you know, that in the future, who knows, maybe we'll release some singles that have nothing to do with a record eventually, or maybe we'll release an EP. There's no real rules. It just felt right. We just had the group of songs, you know, and we were like, this feels right.
We just had such good chemistry too, so it was like, yeah, we should just be a band and release this record.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
We all had really good chemistry as well. Like we all love each other as humans, so it's like to be in a band and like to drop the album instead of singles, it felt more like a vibe. You know what I mean? It felt like a better thing to do at the time.
Don't misunderstand me. I think that is yell of it's a statement.
Yeah.
In this world, in this time that everything is so fast, so quick, so.
I think too because everyone in the group has some sort of notable past or current thing with music. You know, we've all done, like me and him were at Winds of Plague together, and I'm a producer for lots of big, you know, famous people and, you know, all that. And Taylor's band Left to Suffer is huge in the deathcore world. Alejandro almost won American Idol. He's a huge artist on his own. We didn't really feel like even though it's a new band, we're not all the way starting from zero, you know, because of the people involved in it. So there are some steps that don't really apply to us in the same way, I think. there. We can just kind of jump into it and just be like, crazy group of musicians, here's a record, you know.
That's amazing because yeah, we all love crazy, but when the craziest get together, make things like that happen, and was amazing. This record, it's amazing, at least for me.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it, you know.
The name, where it come from?
So there's lots of different meanings that we've come up with for it. Initially, the band was going to be Chavo's solo project, like I was saying earlier.
Yes.
But we were going to call it just Chav as the acronym, and we were like, that would be cool. But we decided it'd be cool to come up with a band name that maybe gets the best of both worlds. So we came up with some ideas, and we ended up running across that. I think Alejandro came up with 7 hours after, and then we were
Violence at first.
Yeah, and then, which is I think a lot of people think would naturally be what we'd go for, but we wanted something kind of weird, something kind of artsy. We have like some comic book stuff coming out that are going to have more lore into the name. It kind of seems, you know, like a crazy thing at first, or kind of out there at first, but we'll have some stuff that will come out that'll add some depth to the name.
Okay.
We don't want to like give away exactly what it means, because we want that to tell stories about it. So there'll be a lot of content in the future that'll come out that'll give different perspectives on violet can mean an event, a drug, a person, a color, you know. There's lots of things that violet can be. So yeah, we've come up with a lot of different things that you'll see.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's a little art, but System of a Down is a weird band name, you know, if you think about it. So like, of course we're gonna have a weird band name. That's just
like you.
Chavo's an artsy guy, you know. That's the way it goes. Like that's how we want it to be.
Guys, we have a little bit time, so thank you very much for your time. Thank you for sharing.
This is Morgoth, and you're watching Headbangers.
I'm Josh. I play in 7 Hours After Violet, and you're watching Headbangers.